Let's do something else. Let's do something fun. Fun. My idea of fun is not exactly the same as everyone else's. My channel is broken. Please help. I'm assuming Jeremy, Jeremy is shadow banned or something. Hold on, let me find his subreddit. There's some really fucked up shit been posted in his subreddit lately. The Quartering subreddit. So this is the Quartering subreddit. Let me see if I can find some fucked up shit or if they cleaned it out. Dun 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 dun. So there's one claiming that Me Too is about fucking over rich people and getting their money. Great, the Quartering, you're nailing it. Downvote if you think communism is the superior economic model. There was a post here the other day that I saw that was basically like, history was written by the victor, never forget. So there's a Holocaust denial post on the Quartering subreddit. There was also a post the other day about driving through Black Lives Matter protesters with your car. Anyway, here's a link to the subreddit. If you find anything fucked up, report it to the admins. Please.
On everyone, or I guess some small, tiny portion. I need a little bit of help. Something is clearly broken. I don't know if it's just affecting my channel. Team YouTube, please respond. I will tag you on Twitter.
Please respond.
And hopefully,
yeah, let me see. 54,000 views. Did they finally, like, bump his stuff? Because, like, this is the thing. This happens. Like, the Hannah and Jake channel, for a decent while, we haven't been getting put in people's, like, subscriber feeds as often as we used to. Maybe the same thing happened to Jeremy, even to people who subscribe, obviously. That's what I'm trying to say. So maybe it finally happened to Jeremy, which, hey, couldn't have happened to a greater guy. Let's just say that.
My viewers will mobilize and retweet that tweet, because apparently...
Mobilize the Quartering fans. You need to mobilize, because YouTube gives a fuck what a bunch of chuds have to say.
The only way you can get a hold of someone there is on Twitter. There's definitely something going on with my channel, and I'm going to show you. It's not just...
There's one about Jake. Which one about Jake? On his subreddit? I didn't see.
Just a theory. I will use statistics and show you analytics that prove it. Now, certainly.
Didn't he delete his Twitter? Yeah, he said he was gonna. What the fuck happened? Did Jeremy already give up on leaving Twitter? Let's see. Three tweets in the last hour. Wow, he gave up on giving up on Twitter real quick, didn't he? What a fucker. Makes a whole video where he's like, I'm leaving Twitter. Twitter's the worst. And he's tweeting 3 times in the last hour.
June and July.
It's his manager running it. Alright, seems a little hypocritical to still have a presence on Twitter if you do a whole rant about how much you hate it. But hey, do you, Jeremy?
Booming for content, because you had The Last of Us 2 and you had Ghost of Tsushima, a lot of other stuff going on. And historically, August does dip in views for me from July. These things are real and explainable, but what's going on with my channel is bizarre. Real-time analytics doesn't work. I can't even log in. When I'm logged in, I can't even comment on my own videos. All that happens is the comment section loads and loads and loads and loads. Now
you gotta delete your cookies. This happened to me for a while. You gotta, like, delete your cookies, and then it'll let the comments load.
Tried this on Internet Explorer. I've tried this on Chrome. I've tried this on Firefox. The exact same thing happens only when I'm logged in. If I view this video, okay, in like a private incognito window, okay, my comment section.
I think because that doesn't have cookies, it might not have to do with being logged in as much as it is, you know, a cookies thing. I could be wrong. Maybe he is getting fucked with by YouTube, which would be kind of funny. But, yeah, I don't know. I know I was having the same, like, infinite loading thing, and once I deleted my cookies, it was fine.
Section displays. And it's not just my computer. I tried it on my laptop, and I tried it on a secondary laptop, and the exact same thing happens. I don't know if this is happening to other users of mine, other viewers of my content, but I can tell you that 156 comments after an hour on a video is extraordinarily low. So I'm sure it's affecting.
It would be funny if YouTube was gearing up to delete Jeremy's channel. I wouldn't be mad about it. I'd be a little sad that we don't get any more pining for Brie Larson, but, you know, it would still be pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Other users, which then is
and hey, you know what? Jeremy still has a presence on BitChute, so we'd get to check that out still.
Engagement analytics for my video, which is then leading to some of the worst performing videos I've had in over 2 years. There's absolutely something wrong with it.
I mean, Jeremy, no offense. Fuck it, full offense, I don't care. The whole anti-SJW thing, the whole get woke, go broke thing, I think most people are over it. Like, there are, of course, gonna be your chuds who are, like, still hanging on like you. You're still bitching about Brie Larson in 2020 like anyone cares. But I think people are just not as interested, right? Like, this anti-SJW thing peaked in, like, 2012, 2014. And it's possible that people are just tired of listening to you complain about the same stuff all the time. Change your content. See if it helps. I don't know. Could be that you're being shadow banned, though. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me. You're kind of awful, so I'd get it.
I mean, if we look at just my channel, you know, it was extraordinarily rare. 200K, 300K, 200K, 100, 200K, 150K, 100K, 162, 100. Almost never was I under 100K. And if I was, it was like 70 or 80, right? Randomly, you'll get this stinker.
Speaking of YouTube, if you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's in the chat. I'm up to something like, let me look. Load. I am up to 1,132 subscribers, so I'd really appreciate it if you'd check it out. It's where I put all my full streams, and I do stream highlights, so if you don't want to watch a whole stream, you can just watch individual videos on individual topics, and they're also all sorted into playlists. So if you just want segments that are about chuds, you can watch just those segments and look through the different ones to see what each video is about. I have conspiracy theory debunks that we do for Tinfoil Tuesday. I do sovereign citizen videos, all sorts of fun stuff on there. So check it out.
Here that has 40. Okay, but everything else, 322K, 146K, 258, right? Now let's just look at the last 2 weeks.
Let's take a look. Let's look at Jeremy's videos. And again, this is going to depend. Your videos that are older are always going to have more views. I mean, it does sort of peter out over time, but it still does slowly go up, even if it's going up at a slower rate. So let's see. 5 days ago, 50, 39, 89. There's 109 on his Dr. Disrespect thing. There's 137 about Pokimane. There's 97 on a Brie Larson video, which actually seems low. His Brie Larson videos are usually pretty popular. 63, 24, 42, 83, but this one's 118. It's very selective, you know, on which videos. Let's go back further. This one is 94 or 245, 85, 63, 60, 147. This one's 48, 67, 207, 78, 49, 44. So it's like some of them he's been getting, you know, a while. He's had ones in the 50s and 40s. I mean, it could just be that he's on a sort of random streak of not making videos a lot of people want to click on. Even, I'm talking people in, like, the chuddy red pill sphere. So, I don't know. Doesn't seem that out for me, but I could be wrong. Who knows?
22,000 views? Did you even see this video? Like, this is a video that would definitely have interested my subscribers.
Did you see my content? It's amazing! I talked about Brie Larson for the 4th time this week, and people don't want to watch anymore. What's going on?
Movie theaters collapsed. 39,000 Trader Joe's.
Because it's not interesting. Theaters are collapsing because they're closed due to coronavirus. They missed the entire summer movie season.
This is a perfect targeted video for my viewers. 50K. Here's 49, 36. Now, there are a few 70s and 80s peppered in, but 100 to 150K, which used to be like the floor, is non-existent.
It wasn't, though. We just looked at some videos from earlier than the time frame you're talking about that had like 40,000 views. It's not that out of the ordinary.
Something is happening, and I don't know if it happened when they verified my channel, because it kind of aligned with that, about the last 2 weeks. If you look, things were slowing down. 2 weeks ago, I was pretty consistently 700K. Then you're on the lower on the weekend, 500K on Monday, but 800, 700, 800, 700, 600. Now, all of a sudden this week, 290, 400, barely 500, barely 500. Today will barely be 500. Now, I understand that topics have run their course and people aren't as interested in things like Johnny Depp and Amber and things like.
I think that's a big part of it. I think you've just covered a lot of the same things over and over again. You make a couple Brie Larson videos every week. You talk about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing pretty consistently. You've talked about Dr. Disrespect a lot, and I get that. It makes sense. Like, I talk about sovereign citizens all the time, but often it's different sovereign citizens. Even so, I get it. On any given topic, one person only has so much to say. So at a certain point, I would imagine some people will get sick of me talking about sovereign citizens or Hans Wormhat or whatever, and that's fine. I get that. How many times can I say Jeremy's, like, obsessed with Brie Larson before you're like, okay, we get it, That happens. It's why you gotta change your content up every once in a while and add new things into the mix. Like today, we watched a new Chud that we haven't watched before. You gotta pepper in the new and sort of have this. It's like tilling your soil, so to speak. You gotta keep changing stuff up and refreshing the nutrients in that sweet, sweet content soil.
Like that, but there's something wrong. And I can show you, when I look at the last couple of weeks, my impressions, which means how many times people actually saw my videos, was down a whopping 22%, while conversely, my click-through rate is actually up 11%, meaning the people that are seeing my videos are more often clicking it by an increase of 11% due to, I think, in large part, more enticing thumbnails. These are the analytics that you...
Let's talk about the quartering's thumbnails. The quartering does a thing that a lot of YouTubers do, which is pretty smart. He has a consistent way in which he makes his thumbnails. You have usually a divide somewhere in it, often in the middle, and then you have Squid with 100 bits says, but you know what never gets old: Bible study and chick tracks. Yeah, we need to do more of those. So he has, the black, and then he has white text, often with a single red word to get your attention. Like, as a thumbnail, that makes sense. It's smart. And then on the other side, you have, some photoshopped thing, whatever it happens to be on the topic. And in terms of, obviously, I don't like Jeremy's content, but the thumbnail game is pretty strong. I get why he gets clicks. Like, it's striking, it gets your attention, there's some Photoshop going on that might make you laugh if you're agreeing with Jeremy on some of these topics. I'd argue, red-haired feminist person with their hair on fire is a bit played out and a bit 2012. But, I get it. It's striking. It pops up in your video feed and you take a second and you look at it. So his thumbnail game is okay, but I don't think the ones that are more recent are any better or worse than the ones preceding it, right? It all follows more or less the same guidelines, right? Same thing. Black with white and red text, and then some Photoshop or something, you know? It's all the same stuff. If you see a thumbnail for one quartering video, you've basically seen them all. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? That's a good thing for branding purposes. But I don't understand his claim that he thinks that the thumbnails he's making now are better, because they all kind of look the same.
YouTube is supposed to care about, but why are my...
The servers for the Avengers beta is trash right now? Oof, that sucks. Well, I guess that's what the beta's for. Hopefully they fix it.
impressions down nearly...
I hope they don't, like, pull an Anthem and the game just sucks from the outright and they're having server issues and then the game goes in the trash.
25%. You have that, marked with the fact that I can't comment on my own dang videos to interact with my viewers.
Again, I would say to Jeremy, not that he watches my videos, but like maybe refresh your cookies and see if it helps. Let me see if the comments say anything to that effect. This person says, I'm assuming it's literally because you tell the truth and YouTube doesn't like that. You know, that's not hyperbolic or inaccurate at all. Let me see. I don't see anyone saying anything about cookies. Maybe refresh your cookies, Jeremy. See if that helps.
I can't explain why, but real-time analytics has been borked for the past several weeks. It's not working.
Mine have been working. I don't know if that's like a user-specific thing or what, but mine have been fine.
What I'm thinking is the algorithm must think my video is not performing as well.
Oh, the beta's already over. It doesn't start again until this weekend. That's a shame.
As it normally would, and so then it doesn't shift it out to the normal number.
Is the Spider-Man that's going to be in the Avengers game the same Spider-Man from the Insomniac, or not Insomniac, is it Insomniac? From the Spider-Man PS4 game? Because that'd be super rad if we had sort of a Marvel gaming universe in which, you know, all these things are within each other. That'd be pretty cool.
Number of viewers. There's something wrong with my channel.
Like a video game MCU, basically.
Now, I would understand why people might think that my channel is shadow banned, but I don't think that's the case. I actually think something is messed up with my channel, and I'm asking YouTube to please consider just examining this. I understand you have big problems. You've got the Bitcoin thing going on right now, and I'm just one of a million channels. But for weeks now, I haven't been able to comment on my own, or for at least a week now, I haven't been able to comment on my own video. For 2 weeks now, real-time analytics has been not working.
Let me see if I can look at my real-time analytics and see how it looks. I'm going to switch cameras so you can't see my analytics because it's just, you know, none ya business. Let me take a look. Analytics, real-time analytics. Here we go. Yeah, my real-time analytics are working fine. Oh, not bad. I've been doing pretty good in terms of YouTube views so far, so thanks everyone who subscribed to YouTube and been watching my videos on there. I appreciate that. But yeah, mine's working fine. Interesting. So I don't know what's going on with Jeremy's. Oh, gotta switch back to the other camera. There we go.
And all of this coincides with a massive dip in viewership for my channel.
What are my thoughts on the game makers of the Arkham games making a Suicide Squad game? I think it'll be fun. They're really good. The Arkham games, even Arkham Knight, which I didn't really like the Batmobile stuff. The rest of the game's good. And apparently the premise is like the Suicide Squad killing the Justice League, which I think is a fun premise for a game. Probably get boss fights where, you know, you're fighting Green Lantern or Batman or Superman. Superman would probably be the final boss. I think it could be a lot of fun.
New subscribers have completely stopped.
Here's the thing. The Batmobile in that game is fine when you're just using it as a conveyance to get from one area to another. Or doing even the races. I don't mind the races for what they are, although I do think they took too much of the, like, I don't like that a lot of the Riddler challenges are vehicle-based challenges. I'd prefer they'd just kept the typical Riddler stuff. But, the Batmobile's fun when you're just using it to get around the city. When you're doing the Bat Tank stuff, though, it's awful, and I hate that.
I've been sitting at the same number for almost a full week now. Again, I accept and understand that news isn't as spicy right now, so and August is slower, okay? But there's definitely something wrong with my channel. People are emailing me saying
There's a lot wrong with your channel, Jeremy. Just putting that out there.
they're getting unsubscribed. People can't comment on the video.
Yeah,
I can't
Arkham Knight.
comment on my own videos. So I'm asking Team YouTube, please take a look at this. Something is definitely wrong. My videos aren't getting served to the people that...
I always wonder, does Jeremy wear this meme war veteran hat outside? Because it's one thing to wear this for your videos, but if he's wearing this out in public, that's something for the Captain Cringe streams we do.
Ask for them, and everyone knows how things work out. I mean, you could tell me this is a cookie thing, but the second I log in, this stops working. So when I'm in a private window and then I log into YouTube, all of a sudden comments stop working. Why is that? I mean, that I don't know if anybody else is affected by this because YouTube
Maybe
doesn't
not,
tell us
but
anything.
that worked for me when I had the same issue.
Dashboard, there's absolutely no known issues right now, which has got to be absolute BS, unless I'm the only channel in the world that can't comment on their own videos. And it's clearly just when I log in. I don't know if this...
I'm just, fuck it. As much as I hate Jeremy, I'm gonna try and help him up. I had the same problem with my comments section. Try deleting your cookies in browser. That fixed it for me. Because at the end of the day, that's just a tech issue, and I don't mind helping Jeremy with that.
This is attached to a problem with my account, but again, I noticed it right after they verified my account. So maybe something changed when they verified it. I mean, I would be happy to go back to being unverified.
I don't know if anyone wants to go upvote my, comment there so Jeremy sees it, but here's the link to the video. Just sort the comments, by new, and mine should be, relatively high in the new section.
Verified if my own subscribers could see my videos. This video with notifications only got 36,000 views. I haven't been that low. And again, I understand this is sounding really yes, it's a blessing to be complaining about this. But, I mean, are you kidding me? I haven't had a video perform that poorly in probably a year plus. Something is...
I mean, that happens sometimes, Jeremy. The same thing happened to the Hannah and Jake channel at a certain point. And this is just true as a YouTuber in general. At some point, your channel will probably hit a peak, and then you'll start the decline. That's how it is. It's unfortunate. That's why you branch out. You do stuff like Twitch, That's why I do Twitch now, because I get a lot of viewers and a lot of support here. And that's great. And now I have a secondary channel on YouTube where I'm, putting this stuff out. I think if Jeremy tried to use Twitch, I don't know if he's been banned from Twitch or anything, he might have a better time. He'd probably get a decent number of viewers. But yeah, it's really, really hard to get your videos seen on YouTube at this point, regardless of who you are.
Definitely wrong. Team YouTube, please investigate this. It's causing an enormous amount of stress, and I don't know what to do because you don't tell us. There's nothing in the Creator Studio that says anything's wrong, but clearly 39K, 22K, 50K, 42K, these are all half of what they would have been just 2 weeks ago. Please look into this. Thank you, viewers who saw this, for sharing it, and we'll talk to you again real soon.
Does he film this stuff live, or does he just use the same? Because, clearly his setup, if you look at it, it looks like a stream setup, It looks a lot like mine, actually. He's got, himself in this top right corner. This is some of his links. This could almost be, I almost feel like this element is supposed to be a chat box, but of course he puts the stuff in there, which is fine. You can use your elements for whatever you want. And then he's got his, share screen here, similar to how I have mine in this purple box, prominently sort of in the center. So it looks like a stream setup. I don't know if he does it live or what, but anyway, that's one video from Jeremy. Let me see if there's any other ones that we want to cover before we move on.